What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Shameless Watch Collector. So apparently I hate money, because I went back on AliExpress for Black Friday after lighting my wallet on fire for the 11/11 sale, and it was bad, guys. Next thing I knew, I was stacking Black Friday discounts, store coupons, and then I was using my AliExpress coin discounts on top of that and getting insane prices that I could not say no to. So now, I'm bringing you all down with me. Today, we're doing the AliExpress Black Friday special. A bunch of watches that are insane value with top-notch movements, materials, dials, and water resistance. And I'm going to show you how to get the lowest prices possible on all of them. A quick disclaimer, prices move constantly on AliExpress. I'll talk about the ranges and what I'm seeing with my coins, but your exact number may be a little different depending on where you live and how many coins that you've hoarded. All the watches that I talk about will be affiliate linked in the description below. So without further ado, if you liked the Amazon Black Friday video, get ready for a slightly more chaotic AliExpress version. Let's get into it. First up, we have the Suggest Seaman SU126610. This is widely considered one of the best value dive watches on AliExpress due to the quality and craftsmanship Suggest is known for, paired with a very accessible price tag. On paper, it's what you want in this category. You get a 40.5mm case, around 12.7 thick, with 20mm lug width, and 316L stainless steel in the case and bracelet. You get a ceramic bezel insert, sapphire crystal, and 200 meters of water resistance. Power comes from the Seiko NH35 movement. This is a watch that normally hangs out around the $200 range, but right now with Black Friday discounts, coin discounts, and coupons, it comes in under $150. So if you don't want to pay micro brand or San Martin money, but you want similar quality, give this one a look. Second, we have the Mille Fortic R088. This is the most mechanically interesting piece on this whole list, in my opinion. The movement is a Seagull ST17T jump hour automatic. Minutes are on the main hand, and the hour sits in a window that literally jumps to the next number at the top of the hour. It still ticks along at 21,600 beats per hour, with around 39 hours of power reserve, but reading the time feels completely different to a standard three-hander. The case is 38mm in diameter and only 9 thick. With a leather strap, this watch comes in at only 65 grams. That is my sweet spot for a dress watch. You also get sapphire crystal, 316L stainless steel, and enough water resistance to be a safe, everyday watch. The dial is very minimalist and Bauhaus adjacent, which lets that jump hour window be the star. But I do love the teal dial so much. Regarding price, there really aren't any crazy coin discounts for this one right now, but it is marked down to just above $100 for Black Friday. Maybe add some sale coupons and you can get this just below triple digits, which is one of the cheapest ways to play with a mechanical jump hour without wandering into weird Kickstarter territory. Not to mention that this watch is drop dead gorgeous from a highly regarded AliExpress company. Next is the ADIESDIVE AD2063. Let's keep it going with the unusual movements. This is a compact GMT that quietly sneaks in a Swiss movement for a ridiculous price after discounts. Inside this watch is a Swiss Ronda 515 GMT quartz movement, which gives you an independent 24-hour hand to track a second time zone. It's reliable and basic, but really nice seeing an actual Swiss GMT quartz in this price bracket. That's what ADIESDIVE does. This one comes in a 38mm case that's about 12.5mm thick, and they didn't stop at the movement when it comes to premium materials. You also get 316L stainless steel, a screw-down crown and case back, 200 meters of water resistance, and sapphire crystal with AR coating. And I was not exaggerating in the slightest when I said ridiculous price. When you combined sale coupons with the store coupons they're offering, along with the amazing coin discount available right now, you can grab this watch for under $50. For a watch with a Swiss movement inside and the extra GMT hand, that is pure insanity when it comes to value. Next, we have the Pagani Design PDYS019. I actually have a pair of Pagani Design watches here for you guys, mostly because they're where I'm seeing the best coin discounts. But let's start with this one. 37mm in diameter and ultra thin at only 9.5mm. You get the integrated bracelet style, 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal, a ceramic bezel, and 50 meters of water resistance. Inside is the Seiko VH31 quartz movement, where instead of 1 tick per second, the second's hand ticks 4 times per second, so you get that smooth sweep that looks closer to a mechanical watch, while still keeping quartz accuracy. Dial-wise, you have a bunch of color options between blues, greens, black, and white, and different strap combos. Per usual, Pagani Design delivering the works. On Black Friday, after sales and coins, this can land under $40 for a watch I've never seen below $75. I didn't know I needed this watch until I saw that price. Or I have a problem. That's not important. And then we have the Pagani Design PD 1639. This is your classic spec pack diver that is currently offering the biggest discount on this list, over 50% off its list price. This is a sub-style watch with a 33mm case that is 13mm thick. You get a screw-down crown, 316L stainless steel bracelet, and sapphire crystal with AR coating. Per usual, on mechanical AliExpress watches, you're getting the NH movement, specifically the NH35 this time. The dial and bezel combos are familiar with their colors. You have the black, green, blues, and some two-tone style options. I'm a big fan of the black and gold. The reason it's on this list is simple. With a Black Friday discount, a store coupon, and a coin discount, which is 44%, it's the biggest discount on this list, and it's for an exceptionally spec'd watch. So if you're in the market for a high-quality diver, don't let this opportunity pass you by to get this watch for under $50. Now is the Parnserp Big Abalone Automatic. This is also sometimes referred to as the aseptic dial in the listings. This is a 45mm turtle style case, about 13.5mm thick. Not a small watch by any means, but also not as thick as others from this brand. You get 200 meters of water resistance, a screw-down crown, and a flat sapphire crystal. Case and case back are both 316L stainless steel with a mix of brushed and polished surfaces. Inside is the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, which is exactly what you want here because the dial is already crazy enough to where you don't need a movement trying to compete with it. The dial is the whole point of this watch, really. It's a big slab of abalone, so every single piece is unique with crazy greens, blues, and purples, and darker patches depending on how small the shell was cut. The bezel and case color combos vary, but the core thing about this watch is that no two dials will ever look identical. However, if that's not your style, there is this classic version available for an even lower price, which I will also link in the description. Regardless, this is a sub $100 watch after Black Friday coupons, store discounts, and coins. That is a steal for a one-of-a-kind piece. Next, we have the Seastern Sub 600T. This whole watch is very openly inspired by the Doxa Sub 600T, the chunky angular case from Doxa's Aubrey era with a blocky silhouette and tall, super legible bezel. Specs on this watch are very solid, per usual with Seastern. You have a 40mm case, around 13.5 thick, 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, sapphire crystal, a ceramic bezel insert, and 200 meters of water resistance. Power comes from the Seiko NH35, again, so on paper, it's exactly what you expect from a serious budget diver. The Doxa 600T is kind of this brutalist brick of a dive watch. Short lugs, thick case, bright dials, with enough wrist presence that it wears way bigger than the 40mm would suggest. Seastern basically takes that shape, tones it down slightly, and then drops it into AliExpress pricing territory. You still get the squared-off case, the tall bezel, and that tooly 70s diver feel, but with the more common NH35 and a 200-meter rating instead of the full 600-meter insanity you get with Doxa. With Black Friday promotions plus coins, you can push this watch to about $125. Considering what other brands charge for this style, that's a very easy way to scratch the Doxa itch from a brand known for quality. Next is the Watch Dives WD-007. This is the titanium Omega NTTD style diver from Watch Dives. You get a grade 2 titanium case and case back, domed sapphire crystal with AR, 300 meters of water resistance, and a helium escape valve. Per usual, Watch Dives is not cutting any corners. The case comes in around 40mm in diameter with a compact lug-to-lug just under 49mm and about 12.5mm thick, so it wears even easier than the numbers suggest. Inside is the PT 5000 automatic, pretty much an ETA 2824 clone with a higher beat rate than an NH35, a smooth seconds hand, and generally a more premium feel. Dial-wise, you get a bunch of options, from matte blacks, fumish browns, blues, even slightly more textured dials depending on the exact listing. Pair with the vintage style lume or BGW9. You can go either very classic or a nice touch of modern with this watch. On Watch Dive's own site, this hits around $180. On Ali, with the 24% coin discount plus Black Friday coupons, you can get this one under $150. Let's talk about the Wish Do It WSD 9007. This is one of the more interesting AliExpress GMTs of this entire year. Specs include a 40mm stainless steel 316L case with around 150 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal with AR coating, and a solid steel bracelet. You really can always trust Wishdoit to deliver legitimate specs at a good price. Including the Seiko NH34 automatic GMT movement you get in this one, that gives you the independent 24-hour hand, hacking and hand winding, and roughly 40 hours of power reserve. Color options are great on this one. There are greens, deep blues, white and blue combos, and some very nicely executed GMT bezel color splits that feel a lot more expensive than the actual price. You can currently grab this one discounted to below $100, when it normally hangs around north of $135. Just another super attractive watch on AliExpress with great specs and a price that makes no sense in the best way. For our penultimate watch, we have the North Edge Triton TI. Alright, time to reach in the bargain bin and get cheap. And I mean like, real cheap. This one is a full-on tool watch with a titanium case. You also get a ceramic bezel and 300 meters of water resistance. It's big on paper, around 45.8 millimeters, but the titanium brings down the weight, so it wears lighter than the size suggests. Inside is a solar-powered quartz movement with up to 180 days of power reserve on a full charge. So you wear it, it charges, and you throw it in your watch box, and months later, it's still ticking. Dial options lean towards black and blue, with different strap setups, titanium bracelets, colored silicone straps, and so on. You can do a stealthy titanium diver, or something a bit more sporty. This watch already has great pricing for what you get, usually around $40 to $50, but Black Friday adds a coin percentage discount, plus whatever store coupons you get, to make this one ridiculous. I was able to get this down to $25 at checkout. Just unreal value for a watch with 300 meters of water resistance and titanium. Last on the list, we have the Benyar BY5185M. This one might be even more value than the North Edge. This is one of the cheapest automatic watches you can buy right now that still feels like a proper watch on wrist. Dimensions are really friendly, about a 38mm case and around 11.7 thick. The case is made of metal and alloy, and you get 100 meters of water resistance. The movement is where this watch really gets fun. Inside is the Seagull ST6 automatic. It's a proper mechanical movement, self-winding, hand-winding, and around 36 hours of power reserve, way better than what you'd expect at this price point. There's a reason why a lot of the reviews you see call this the cheapest good automatic, which kind of says it all about this watch. Design-wise, you get the smooth bezel, clean three-handed dial, stick indices, and the classic oyster-style bracelet, plus a ton of dial colors to choose from. There's a really nice light blue that I think looks a lot more expensive than it is. And then there's the price. With Black Friday coupons and discounts, plus their store coupons and coin discounts, you can push this to roughly $33. For under the cost of a good dinner, you're getting an automatic watch with 100 meters of water resistance. This is one of those shameless pickups that's really hard to resist. So that's going to wrap up the AliExpress Black Friday lineup this year. Genuinely could not have predicted that this year would be as good as, if not better, than the 11/11 sale. But here we are. If you pick anything up, let me know in the comments what you grabbed and what price you managed to get after stacking all the discounts and coins. And let me know what future episodes you guys would like to see on this channel. If this was helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff so we can give away a watch at 1,000 subscribers. We are so close. I appreciate you guys more than AliExpress appreciates my watch purchasing sickness. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Shameless Watch Collector, signing off. And always remember, it's not that serious.